Hey everybody, it's Dan with Pain For You. Today's topic is going to be don't retreat, expand. And it really came from a comment from somebody. I guess I got an email or a message in Facebook from somebody who just said that over the years, as the pain and symptoms kind of got worse and multiplied, she retreated into her home. She doesn't go out much. She doesn't do much. She can barely move. And she's retreated and retreated and retreated, perhaps in a way to keep herself safe. And it's left her with a very, very small, contracted world. So before I dive into that and my thoughts on it, let's take a couple of breaths. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet out here. I should really take out my laptop and sit out here and work. It's that peaceful. Take a nice couple relaxing breaths. Breathe in the confidence. Breathe out the skepticism and doubt. Breathe in the smiles. Breathe out the frowns. All right, so this lady was telling me about how her world has shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. And in a lot of cases, I believe that we do this in order to keep ourselves safe, right? If we're hurting, we don't want to go out because if it hurts while we're in public, we might be embarrassed, or we might get stuck somewhere, or we might need help from strangers or from people that we know and that we're with, and that would be embarrassing. So we kind of start passing on going out. Or if we've been out and we've had some social awkwardness and that was not fun, we start to retreat into our lives, into our homes, and not going out as much. And again, as symptoms get worse and worse and worse, we find that many more reasons to retreat and to stop living in order to try to keep us safe. And I'll challenge you to ask yourself, does that really keep you safe? Or does that actually just keep you small? So instead of retreating, I'm going to encourage you to start thinking about expanding, because you're never going to get confident until you do things that take confidence, right? If you're going to wait until you're confident, until you start venturing out in the world again, you're not going to be there. You know, how do we develop courage? By doing courageous things. How do we develop confidence? Through trial and error. So it's really important to start thinking beyond the confines of the small world that we have allowed ourselves to shrink into, right? And instead of continuing to retreat more and more and more, I'm going to encourage you to expand and try to grow into a larger version of yourself, right? Yesterday's video was all about the alter ego and stepping into this imaginary persona of who would you want to be able to overcome this challenge, right? Because yes, admittedly, TMS and chronic pain and chronic symptoms are a challenge. And instead of trying to fight to reprogram decades worth of, self and self-image and who you are and how you've been showing up, wouldn't it be great to step into a new version of yourself? So this is a little bit of a carry-on to that, because instead of shrinking, would this heroic self of yours shrink, or would you expand? Would you seek to do more and engage more and more with life? And yeah, it might be uncomfortable to do that in public or out at family or friends or, outside of your home. But guess what? It's going to be uncomfortable in your own home too. So you may as well see how much fun you can have and engage in the outside world. And one of the reasons that's so darn important is because I've heard dozens of stories just in the past couple of weeks of people who said, when I engaged myself in living life, the pain wasn't as bad. When I sat home, focused on the pain, it was really bad. And so there's two benefits to getting outside and engaging in life. Number one is you're actually engaging in life and seeing other people and engaging and connecting with others and doing things that are probably much more fun than sitting at home thinking about your pain. But the second benefit is, based on the way the brain works, when you're engaged in life, the brain goes, they're safe. And the pain comes down. And I've had countless stories over the past few weeks of people saying the more and more, and I don't use the word distract, because distracting is, if I distract myself from the pain, then I'll be good. No, because there's a motive there, and the motive is always to try to get rid of the pain through distraction. No, go engage in life, because that's fun. That gives you purpose and meaning and joy and connection with others. And when you do that, the brain quickly understands, oh, they're safe. Look at them smiling and laughing and doing things that they haven't done for a while. This is kind of fun. And when the brain perceives safety, pain comes down. So not only is it fun, but it will help to lower your pain. And that's one of the core principles I teach, which is shift your focus away from the pain. Not through distraction, right? If you're sitting there watching TV just to distract yourself, I don't know how engaged in life you are. You are literally just watching something else make-believe on the TV. But engage with others. Pick up the phone. Call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Don't tell them about your pain for an hour. Say, I'm doing much better now. Thanks. But I don't want to talk about that. How are you? What's going on in your life? Right? So, don't shrink. Expand. Don't contract. Expand. Think about every day what you can do to have some fun. Think about every day what you can do to expand your life and your world instead of contract it smaller and smaller and smaller. Because I can tell you that when you shrink your life down smaller and smaller, the only thing that you're left with is yourself, your thoughts, your fears, and your worries about how bad your future is going to be. When you expand it, you start to see that there's more to life than just suffering. So what do you guys think of this, don't shrink, expand concept? I mean, not only is it a good idea because you start to engage with other people and connect with others, which is fun in and of itself, but by shifting your focus away and actually showing your brain that I can be safe in the outside world, the pain lessens. So there's so many benefits to doing this. And it's actually called living life, because when you're sitting at home by yourself, suffering and just staring at your symptoms and counting them and measuring them and monitoring them and, doing all this TMS stuff all day long to try to heal. Well, you know what's healing? Engaging in life. See how much fun you can have despite the pain. And you may find that it's really helpful. And that will give you confidence to start expanding your world a little bit more each day. Take baby steps. I'm not telling you to go out and run a marathon tomorrow. But start to think about, what can I do today to have some fun and connect with others? Really important. So comment below. Let me know what you think about this don't shrink, expand concept. And let me know if you think it's valuable, or if you've done that and what your results were, whether or not you felt it helpful or hurtful. And I guess that's it. We'll talk to you guys and gals in the next video. Love you. Talk soon.